Hello everyone, welcome to a series on environment, and the story today is about the Western Ghats. But before we dive deeper, let me just mention a few points which I forgot to mention in the last class. So, with regards to the prohibited activities in the eco-sensitive zone, just to mention as discharge of effluents and solid waste into effluents is like the liquid water waste into water bodies and terrestrial bodies. And also prohibited activities include ban on tourism activities, you can say, like flying over a protected area in an aircraft or using a hot air balloon. And with regards to the permitted areas, I forgot to mention about the rainwater harvesting. And also with regards to the regulated activities, felling of trees. And here with regards to the, since the government of India did not mention the word eco-sensitive zones, but how did it come about eco-sensitive zones? Based upon the terminology that government of India can restrict industries, processes, operations. These industries, process, operations shall or shall not be carried out in the particular areas based on subject to certain safeguards. Okay, so also with regards to the government of India can uh, restrict the location of industries also. Okay, this is about that. So with regards to the Western Ghats is one of the world's 8 hottest hotspots of biological diversity, or you can say it's a biodiversity hotspot. And when you say biodiversity hotspot, what does it mean? Like, biodiversity hotspot means that particular area is home to endemic species, high level of endemic species, you can say, home to large number of, like, more endemic species or high level of endemic species, you can say. At the same time, it has richness in biodiversity. At the same time, it's under threat. Area is home to a high level of endemic species, and that area is also under threat. So basically, particularly with regards to the Western Ghats, it is under threat because of deforestation, climate change, and also because of land use changes for agriculture, and you can also say for urbanization. And it covers 6% of the land area of India. And greater than 30% of plant, animal, herpetofauna, which means reptiles, fishes, flowering plants, birds, comes under plants only, birds. So greater than 30% of biodiversity of plants, animals, herpetofauna, fishes, birds exist here within this Western Ghats. And when you say high level of endemic species, like they are found only in this particular region, they're found nowhere else in the world. Found nowhere else, found only available or found only in this region. Examples include the lion-tailed macaque, or the Nilgiri tap, so it is adapted because of its hooves. Its hooves are adapted to survive in this rugged hilly terrain, like that steepy terrain of the Western Ghats. Are also it is adapted to live in the climatic condition of the higher altitudes of this particular mountains. Okay, and the purple frogs. So the specific diet which this Nilgiri tari eats, like with regards to the shrubs or grasses which are available in this Western Ghats, and it spans across 6 states. Okay, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra, Goa, and Gujarat. And it is called, with regards to its regional names, you can mention it is called as Sahyadri in Maharashtra, and it is called as Anaimalai, and Cardamom Hills in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. As the name suggests, it has the species of, cardamom is grown here extensively, like the climate suits for cardamom species. Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Parts of Kerala and Tamil Nadu. So Anaimalai in parts of Tamil Nadu, cardamom in parts of Kerala, because in different regions it extends, right? And this is particular place called as Brahmagiri. There is this case, as per this Brahmagiri Hills case, one important point to note. Within this Western Ghats, there is this Brahmagiri Hills range. So, one important point to note is the NGT asked, let me tell you. So, the NGT asked Environment Ministry to finalize a deadline for declaring Western Ghats as eco-sensitive zone. You see, when I mention the word eco-sensitive zone, as I have mentioned, they are like transition zone, but they also act like a shock absorber. When you say shock absorber, like you mean if there is a wall, a thick wall around your house or your hostel, so and when someone shoots, they act like a defense, right? Similarly, these eco-sensitive zones act like a shock absorber, right? So because we have mentioned as national park or wildlife sanctuary, as I have mentioned in the last class, around it you have this eco-sensitive zone, and they have this high historical, like natural values, historical values, because of its landscape, wildlife, biodiversity. They have very high values, right? And this is as per the National Environmental Policy. This is as per the National Environmental Policy 2006. And the highest peak of this Western Ghats is Anaimudi. And since I mentioned about the Brahmagiri Hills case, I just want to mention that the Brahmagiri Wildlife Sanctuary is present in the Kodagu or Coorg district of Karnataka. And and also with regards to the Brahmagiri Hills, like the river Lakshmana Tirtha It is a tributary of Kaveri River. I'll discuss about the left bank tributaries, right bank tributaries in geography, so which are of extreme importance for the exam. So this Lakshman Tirtha originates in this Brahmagiri hill zone. And also, of course, the river Kaveri originates at Talakaveri, which is again in Kodagu district of Karnataka or the Coorg district of Karnataka. It's a part of the Brahmagiri hills. Okay. And the vegetation of this Brahmagiri hills include evergreen, semi-evergreen, forests, and shoal forest patchland. Shoal forest patches, you can say, and then we have bamboos also. So these are like a cluster of forests, or a group of forests, you can say, where the trees have grown. Like if you say this is all grassland, but maybe because of nutrient availability or certain climatic conditions, certain trees grow even in open grasslands within certain area. The group of it is like a group or cluster of forests or trees. Okay, all this will be grasslands again, entire part, but only in certain areas it happens because of the climatic conditions within the particular area, because of the soil or the nutrient availability, you can say these trees grow. Okay, with regards to the evergreen and semi-evergreen forests, also I'll just mention let me mention about the Western Ghats types of forests in Western Ghats also. Then I'll discuss about the evergreen, semi-evergreen, semi-evergreen, moist deciduous, dry deciduous. Okay, this one I'll just check the result show. I'll check it and let you know. So in evergreen forest, the trees are lush, like the forest is basically lush and green throughout the year. So no seasonal shedding of leaves takes place in evergreen forests. Okay, but in semi-evergreen forest, the shedding of leaves, it's like a mix of deciduous plus evergreen. That means there will be certain trees which do not shed the leaves at all. At the same time, when you say deciduous, they shed the leaves during a particular season. So why do they shed their leaves is because, like, to conserve water. Of course, there are different ways of conserving water, because you see, like when they have to conserve water, they shed their leaves. Basically in winter what happens is the moisture in the soil freezes, so it becomes extremely important for the plants or the trees to conserve water. So for this purpose the trees shed their leaves on the dry or winter season. And when you say moist deciduous, the trees shed their leaves during the dry or winter season, but here rainfall is high rainfall, moderate to high rainfall. The same is the case with this mix of deciduous have evergreen in the sense. Same is the case with semi-evergreen. I'll discuss the rest in the next class actually. The time is up. Thank you. Stay tuned for more updates.